Good Monday, late afternoon now. It is February 13th. We've got severe weather to talk about. We've got some snow to talk about as well. Some heavy rain. And then tomorrow, you might want to hold on to your hats because it's going to get very windy across parts of the area. Gusts of 40 to 50, possibly 60 miles an hour with this first storm system coming in for tomorrow. And then severe weather still looks possible for Wednesday and Thursday. So let's get into it. So tomorrow's going to be super windy, and if you have some small children and the winds are blowing just right, this could happen tomorrow across parts of the area. I know this is kind of funny to look at, but if it's your own kid and that happens, that'll be crazy to see. But there will be gusts 40, 50, 60 miles an hour in parts of the area tomorrow. And as we look at the hazard maps here, all this kind of dark, like these dark mustardy colors here, New Mexico into Texas here, and then southeast of Missouri, parts of western Kentucky, far southern Missouri. Those are high wind warnings. With gusts that could possibly exceed 50 to 60 miles an hour. This will be tomorrow as well. And then the slight brown basically is a wind advisory with basically sustained winds 20 to 35 miles an hour. Like I said, with gusts of 40 to 50, possibly 60 miles an hour, especially in these high wind warning areas. For Valentine's Day. So if you have any trash cans, any loose, light loose items outside, those things are going to be flying down the street tomorrow. So be prepared and try to secure those items as well. I'll go over the wind speeds and stuff for tomorrow here in just a second. Now, as far as the big storm that's coming in for Tuesday night, starting Tuesday night out here out west, we have winter storm warnings out here in the mountains. Winter storm watches starting to be posted in the front range of Colorado, southeastern Colorado, parts of panhandle of Oklahoma into Kansas, and there's going to be more winter storm watches probably coming as we go forward, probably through Iowa and Wisconsin, into Nebraska, possibly into northwestern parts of Missouri as we go probably into tomorrow. Let's see how windy it's going to be tomorrow. We're going to have some very gusty winds. This is 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. You can see very, very strong winds out here in New Mexico, 50, 60, possibly 70 mile an hour winds out here in New Mexico, parts of far western Texas and the higher elevations here. And then as you get towards, like say, Amarillo, the western side of Texas here, 50, 60 mile an hour gusts are possible even early tomorrow morning. And all this is going to start expanding east. And you can start seeing that early tomorrow morning. We're already getting 30 to 40 mile an hour gusts out here towards eastern Texas, down through far western Arkansas, Oklahoma, and down to southeastern parts of Kansas. Now let's go forward here. Let's go towards, like I said, as we go through the day, the winds are going to get even fierce, stronger out there. Like I said, here, look at this, 50, 40, a lot of 40 to 50 mile an hour gusts out there across the area. Missouri, Arkansas, parts of southern Iowa, Illinois, far southeastern Kansas, most of Oklahoma, most of Arkansas, the Delta regions out in Arkansas, and then southeastern Missouri, and then the far western Mississippi, far western Tennessee, far western Kentucky. Those areas are going to be more prone to 50 to 55 to possibly 60 mile per hour gusts. And that's why the National Weather Service out of Paducah has a high wind warning over southeastern parts of Missouri into far western Kentucky into southern Illinois. Will they pull a trigger on a high wind warning further south? We'll see. I guess, as we go into tomorrow morning. But very windy. You need to secure items outside because they will be flying down the street. Any trash cans that are empty or doesn't have a lot of weight in them, they'll be flying down the street along with your trash as well. So just be mindful of this coming tomorrow. Then the attention turns to Wednesday. Okay, slight risk as of right now. Things will change basically from Memphis, Tennessee, Plano, Texas, Garland, Texas, Shreveport, Louisiana, up to Little Rock. Just to name a few towns. Slight risk of severe weather on Wednesday. Marginal risk on the other sides of that will be Dallas, Texas, Fort Worth, Nashville, Tennessee, Arlington, Texas, Irving, Texas, up towards, like I said, Jackson, Mississippi, up towards Nashville, Evansville, southern Illinois, southeastern parts of Missouri, and down toward Texas and parts of Louisiana as well. I really do think all modes of severe weather could be possible Wednesday and Thursday. There is models that are struggling with this system. Some has this energy very strong coming out, and some has it more amplified and not as robust with the severe weather. So, said models all over the place. What else is new, right? We've been struggling with these things for all winter. It seems like with winter precipitation. Now we're having some issues with it, trying to figure out how bad the severe weather could be over the area. But as I've said for 3-4 days now, need to get prepared anyways. This could be a possible significant outbreak of severe weather if all the ingredients come together. Okay, but the risk is here as of right now. Severe weather doesn't care what risk area it is. You could have tornadoes, high winds, hail, even into the marginal risk and even into the thunderstorm risk areas. So be prepared out there for this to come on Wednesday. Now let's take a look at what's going to happen possibly on Thursday. Thing I forgot to talk about is timing. This is going to be a Wednesday afternoon into Wednesday night severe weather episode through this area. Now, as we get into Thursday, let's take a peek at that. Alrighty, so here is severe weather for Thursday. This will be probably going into the morning through the afternoon hours, basically from Cleveland, Ohio, down through Columbus, just east and southeast of Indianapolis, Cincinnati, Louisville, Evansville, Bowling Green, down to Nashville, Chattanooga, Jackson, Birmingham, western side of Atlanta, Columbus, down to Mobile, New Orleans, up to Jackson, Mississippi as well. This is basically a slight risk area for Thursday. Like I said, there's a lot of model discrepancies on where exactly the more robust severe weather will be. So stay tuned for changes. This is a day 4 outlook, so we still have time to make some changes, and hopefully some models come to more of a consensus on where some of this bad weather could be. All right, here's the possible rainfall over this next week or so. General, probably 1 to 2 inches through most of the forecast area. As you get to these lighter greens, basically a tenth to getting to a half an inch into the dark green here, and then as you get in the blues, it's an inch and a half. Then you get to the purples, it's 2 inch and a half to 3 inches basically. So basically general 1 to 3 inches, I would say, across the area. A lot of this up through Colorado, through Kansas, Iowa, Minnesota is going to be basically snow up that way as well. So a lot of the ground is saturated now across parts of the area. So any rain that does come will just basically run off into streams, rivers, lakes, etc. So there might be some minor flooding out there this week. But if you get some training of thunderstorms, could be a flash flood threat throughout the area. That's going to get some of the severe weather over the next Wednesday and Thursday of this week. All right, let's go over radar and what it may look like. So this is basically tonight. Then we go into tomorrow. It's going to be rain likely across Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas. This is 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. No severe weather is possible tomorrow. There might be a few rumbles of thunder out there. The only area I would say is probably where this cold core is, up here in Kansas into northern possible Missouri, with probably some hail and a little bit gusty winds up that way with these storms that are coming through this in the afternoon of Tuesday. And then that dies out as it gets towards the Mississippi River, basically, and nothing there. And then here comes the next system. This is the one that's going to bring severe weather. Now, this is just the NAM. This goes out to 60 hours. I'll look at the 12 kilometer NAM here in just a second. But a lot of snow out here towards Colorado, northern New Mexico, getting into panhandles of Texas, Oklahoma, going through Kansas, and then starting to spread towards the Kansas City area as we get into Thursday, very early Thursday morning. This is Thursday at midnight, basically. And then as you can see down here, this is 5 o'clock at night, or 5 o'clock on Wednesday, and there's no storms going on. They're just now getting going. As you get to 6, 7, 8, 9 o'clock at night, you start getting some isolated severe weather down through here. So down through Arkansas and Louisiana, Texas, bleeding into maybe the Boot Hill, Missouri, Kentucky, parts of Tennessee here as well. So there is some threats out there for severe weather, but it looks like it's going to mostly be a late afternoon to during the night on Wednesday across that risk area. And I'll show you here in just a second again. So here is the updated map. So basically severe weather, basically through most of Arkansas, or chances, most of Arkansas, southeastern parts of Oklahoma, through northeastern parts of Texas, out into Louisiana, Mississippi, Tennessee, most of Alabama, panhandle of Florida, far western parts of Georgia, and then going up towards the western Ohio, southern Indiana as well. All modes could be possible. There's still a lot of model discrepancies. That's why there's probably going to be changes in the next few days. So then on the northwest side of this, heavy snow coming in towards Colorado, parts of New Mexico, into the panhandles of Oklahoma and Texas, Kansas, northern Missouri, into Iowa, possibly into Illinois. All depends on the track of the low and how much snow they get up that way. Now, this we may do this all over again, not this week, but the following week as well. This seems like a repetitive weekly thing, but the low pressure the following week could track a little bit further south, and there could be more winter weather moving southeast as well next week. I'm going to have more information on the supporter hub. I'll have a post probably later tonight in the supporter hub on Facebook. We do have some members supporting us over on YouTube as well now, so that will be in the community hub over on YouTube. All right, so if you watch this on YouTube, hit that like button, thumbs up. If you have not subscribed, it is free, okay? This is another way to get you content. Facebook is not good at pushing content to your feed, which you will miss important weather information on Facebook. If you subscribe to YouTube, anything I put, any content I post, you will get notified as long as when you push subscribe, you push that all button for notifications. Okay, you will get notified every single time as long as you push all on those notifications on YouTube. Okay? All right. So, like I said, I'm going to go over in the supporter hub later tonight, have a long range update. Late February into early March still looks pretty interesting. As we get into mid-month, that's when changes are going to slowly start happening, and then we'll get until mid to late or late month into March. And reminder, I think it was March 5th or 6th last year, we had a pretty significant snow across parts of the area here. This was just last year. So winter's not over yet. So don't be going out there planting gardens or anything else yet. It's not the time, because as soon as you do that, you're going to get burnt, because cold air will flood back in, and frost and freeze potential is still going to be high through March, through parts of the area here. So just fair warning. I know everybody wants to get out there and just go ahead and start with spring with some of us. So it's fair warning. Cold air could be rushing back, and frost and freezes are definitely still on the table through March. So reminder, we're still in early, just now getting into mid-February now. So there still could be winter weather and Arctic outbreaks that come south. All right. All right, that's all I have for now. I'll have another update probably tomorrow morning, and then I'll have another video update for tomorrow night, going over this severe threat for you all. Okay, stay safe out there. Stay weather aware. There could be a lot of changes in the next few days. If models would come into agreement, that would help as far as where this heavy snow band's going to be, and where the more significant parts of the severe weather could be as well. So stay tuned, stay safe, stay weather aware, and I'll have more for you. I'll have another update for you in the morning. Thank you all for watching. Appreciate you all. Have a great Monday evening.